Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a wonderful guest in studio. It's Tracy Minnick, and she's the life coach and consultant of Light Bulb Effects Life Coaching. I love that name.
Thank
Light
you.
Bulb. Tell me a little bit about your background. When did this light bulb effect happen for you?
Sure. Well, after I got my degree in psychology, my bulk of my career was in human resources. So I have had tremendous experience working my way up through the corporate ladder, being in corporate environments regarding startup organizations, building organizations by over 300%, and really having great connections, developing those relationships with people. So as my career had progressed and I had excelled in human resources and was an executive, it was a wonderful opportunity for me to be sitting at that table where I had that voice to make those decisions that I saw what worked and what didn't work in my past experiences in human resources. What I truly loved the most was working with people. The relationships that I established, the relationships I still maintain to this day, helping people achieve their goals has always been the way I measured my own success as well. And that's when I realized that I needed to focus on this full time. And that's when I segued into life coaching.
That's great. So, and when we talk about the light bulb effect, what do you mean?
The light bulb effect is the aha moment. And that's happened a few times in my life. And recently, when it happened for me to make that transition over to life coaching, was when I was on the phone having a conversation with a friend of mine who was a business owner. And the conversation shifted to coaching. And during that call, I found myself helping him with his organization, his own development, and he was seeking my guidance on developing his team as well. And as soon as I hung up the phone, the light bulb went off. Second time in my life that's happened. And I said out loud, I need to be a life coach. I need to be doing this full time. I've been coaching for 16 years in human resources, and that was the part of my job I truly loved. The administration, the benefits, and all those things that came with HR, I did them because that was what was the right thing to do. That was helping the company grow, and that was part of my role. But where I truly excelled were those one-on-one contacts, those team environments of truly helping people excel and be the best that they could be.
That's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about your coaching philosophy.
My philosophy has come through many years of experience, and life experience and career experience. And there was a lot of things that I had seen in the corporate field with startups, with company closures, with having those blinders on and having this certain path that you think that you're supposed to be on. This is the path I should be on, right? Here's what I want to be in. Here's the title I want to have. So this is what I need to do to get there. And instead, we should be focusing on the path that we're meant to be on. So sometimes you got to take those blinders off. And once you take those blinders off, the greatest thing happens. You achieve, first of all, you're breaking all the patterns. You're achieving a higher level of consciousness, which means you're allowing yourself just to be in the moment. When you are present and not trying to control the future, not trying to plan everything out from A to Z, all these wonderful ideas come to you. And it's only at that time, too, when you start reflecting back and looking at your experiences and realizing, I understand why that company closed. I wouldn't be where I am today. Or I understand why this didn't work out in this relationship. Otherwise, I wouldn't have met my husband. So everything looks great in reflection. And once you start trusting that, I mean, you really tap into your creative side and you just allow yourself a break. That's wonderful.
It's really being open to others' input on that plan. Sometimes I think we get working that plan, those blinders, and ideas can come in or change, and we don't recognize them or we don't accept them.
Absolutely. For example, a friend of mine who I'd met through networking, she was a life coach, and I had a few sessions with her, and this was years ago, and I remember saying, wow, that's fantastic. I wish I could do that. Not realizing, of course I could. But until, again, I took those blinders off, and I was really looking inside myself and saying, what is it I love to do? I love working with people. I love helping people achieve their goals. And of course I can do that. But again, you have to break those routines, break the pattern, and look what opens up to you. It's amazing.
Now, there are a lot of life coaches out there. What makes you unique?
Well, I have a lot of passion for what I do. I have a great rapport with people. I just have always had that ability to connect with people And I've said, another philosophy of mine is that life is about connections and moments. You talk to anybody, they're going to tell you about a great mentor they had, or a great relationship, or a wonderful moment in time, however it impacted their lives. So really focusing on the individual, really understanding and connecting with them to really validate and acknowledge what they're saying, and helping them on their path, whatever that path may be. I don't have all the answers, they do. I just have the expertise of knowing which questions to ask. And when they have that awareness, it's wonderful. So my dedication and commitment to the client is also there, as well as on the corporate side too, where I work with a lot of professionals. All the experience I have had, they definitely, it's very relatable. So that provides a lot of value as well.
Absolutely. Now, I think many people think, gee, I should think about a life coach. A life coach would help me. What's the process? How long are you a life coach? How long is the process? How do they get in contact with you?
Sure. Well, I have a website, lightbulbeffectscoaching.com, as well as social media, Facebook page and LinkedIn. So all my information is on the page, my phone number to get in contact with me, and it talks about all the programs I offer, the sessions, individual sessions, team coaching, and workshops as well. So it can be the one-to-one sessions, which are on the telephone, which makes it very convenient for people, especially since I talk with people out of state as well. And that is also really focused on personal development and finding that awareness of those blocks that can be preventing them from reaching their goals. The team coaching environment is in group sessions where people just want to have a stronger dynamic and focus on reaching company objectives or team objectives. And the workshops can be from a couple of hours to up to 3 days. So there might be a topic on, effective communication or conflict management, stress management, all those great things. So it's a lot of fun, and I have a great time with my clients. I bring a lot of humor into the situations as well, so it really puts them at ease, and they really begin to open up and really discover a lot of great things about themselves.
That's awesome. Well, I can just tell from sitting across from you, your passion, your commitment, and your warmth.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by, Tracy, and telling us about the light bulb effect, because I believe in the light bulb effect. So
wonderful. Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.